Shalom, everybody. This is Universal Truth in Mankind. I am Dave, your host, and this is the Genesis Walk. So let's talk about a little bit of a misunderstood term within Genesis. Around chapter 32, I believe it is, or verse 28, I think it is. You can double check me. I know it's right around there. The narrative tells us that Jacob was renamed Israel. Now, there are various explanations of what that sorry about that, what the name actually means. However, I'm going to take a little more of a unique perspective and give you I think, a better explanation than you typically hear. Israel, in Hebrew, is Yisrael. The first word is actually two words. It's Yasher and El. Yasher means direct. It means forthright. It means honesty. In other words, if you were in a group of people, and you were in a group of people who, let's say one group likes to use a bunch of fancy words, play semantics, you want to discuss various topics, but it's hard because they like playing with the words rather than try to understand the subject better. And then you had a group of people that are a little rough around the edges, but they're very direct. They're honest. Their speech is honest. They speak what they think, and what they think is what they say. These type of people, I know for myself, I love being around people like that because it's easy to talk to them. They're forthright and they're honest. That's the relationship that we need to have with God. And that's what we have to develop. It's sort of like a tevya in Fiddler on the Roof. Tevya what? When he's mad at God, he lets him know. When he's happy with God, he lets him know. If he's confused, he lets him know. He doesn't hide anything from God because God knows all. One of the most distressing episodes in that movie is when his one daughter decided to marry a Gentile. It was too much for him, and he was not happy. You can tell he's like looking up. I don't get this. But at the very end, he realized no matter what, even though he disagreed with it, he still loved his daughter. And he, in many ways, accepts her back. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenario that was presented there. So that's what we mean by direct. Now, you say, okay, it's God, but the last is El, or Aleph Lemed in Hebrew, El. What does El mean? Well, El could be translated as force. I prefer force from above, or a guiding force from above. So direct to guiding force above. El. You go, okay, unfortunately, within English, too many Hebrew names are translated as God, so it's kind of ambiguous what we're actually talking about. So what's this El is what I want to cover up just real quick. It means this is the part of the Creator, one of those attributes where if you watch about the 10 attributes in the previous video, please do so. This is the part of the God that just gives freely, just gives. It's like an open door. You want to be with me? Enter. You don't want to be with me? Don't enter. So he's forthright and enters into God's room, into God's blessings. And that's what Jacob did. And that's why he had that name added to it. So think about that a little bit. If you have any more questions or suggestions, please let me know. Look in the descriptions and you'll note a description, well, of all these videos. But I do include links to the major playlists that I have that may or may not be of interest to you. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.